Hello, Noofs, and welcome to a PvT. This one is from IEM Katowice. This is also from the open bracket, the round of 76.
Yep.
This one is between, in the upper right, the red Protoss. His name is JackO. And in the bottom left, the blue Terran, absolutely dominant this year. It's Maru. Ben, what do we know about JackO?
He plays Protoss.
Yeah.
He, as far as we know, has never won a GSL.
Yep. Neither is Maru, though, so...
So it should be an even match.
At the time of recording... Yeah, he's from Luxembourg. Ooh.
Huh, that's interesting.
Love that.
So it's like 20% of Luxembourg is playing in this match.
Yeah. Pretty amazing. He's the only Luxembourgian player to ever record a match with the Golitach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he's the best
cool.
Luxembourgian player ever is in this game.
Yep.
So that's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Maru's probably... I mean, he's not even the best Korean Terran ever.
Yeah, so Maru's going to have a lot to prove this game. looks like JackO, by the way, is going for some non-standard strategies. Looks like this will be a stalker rush, probably.
Yeah. Should be. Well, that's fun.
He should probably start a cybercore at some point, though. Okay, there it is.
You would think so. There he goes. Okay.
Is that a full wall? I don't think so, but maybe.
No. So yeah, this probably be a Stalker Rush, which, by the way, sounds, for some reason, Stalker Rush sounds so vague and meaningless. It sounds like something you would say if you just learned what the game was. I'm going to do a Stalker Rush this game. It's like saying, I've been doing Zerg Rushes.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Thank you. Super helpful.
Hopefully Maru can go with the good defense. Maybe he'll go for the restraining order defense. But it looks like he's actually going for the factory.
Ben, what do you mean the restraining order defense?
Well, what's good against stalkers?
Oh, Ben.
Reaper's going to find the Zealot walking. This should clue Maru in, because normally there's not a Zealot halfway across the map at this point in time.
No, he might... this is kind of timed out to... I guess it's slightly later,
okay,
but only very slightly.
Okay, yeah. Let's get on that SCV.
He knows. But this is kind of timed out in the same way that SOS's weird Zealot Stalker thing is, where you catch... Oh, are we about to see some shield batteries? This game is going to get wacko. I hope this game goes on for like 20 minutes, because those are the best.
Of just one base versus one base with shield batteries?
Yeah.
It looks like this bunker actually was going to get up. This Reaper's done a really good job of delaying. Okay, he's going to lose this SCV, but the next one should be able to finish it.
Yeah, the third one should be able to do it. Yes. Okay, so... man, he really needs that shield battery to finish.
Oh, the first cycle out
on any gates.
Oh,
yeah,
it does
this
cancel.
is going to get tough.
It does cancel the natural, which is good. But, you know, you need to do a lot more damage than this in a one base versus one base situation. Oh, this is a stalker. That's really bad. Shield battery now is going to finish up, but it's just getting shot by a cyclone.
He's going to get killed immediately. He's going to try to use it real quick, but it's not even fast enough. I think... So this is not going to kill Maru, pretty clearly. There's a cyclone finish that is targeting down the things. Oh, he's going to add on Void Rays. Okay, well, you know, if you're already cheesing, I guess keep going. Kind of the print F approach.
Who do you think is better, print F or JackO?
Oh, JackO is in... probably JackO.
Do we have any idea of what JackO has done besides be the only ranked Luxembourg player?
He beat Lil Kanine one time.
Oh, okay.
According to Wikipedia.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, he plays for a team. He beat Goody in 2015.
Okay. Goody still played in 2015?
Apparently. I'm going to read his trivia from Wikipedia real quick.
Alright.
Wow, this... Oh, God. Oh, this is brutal. Oh, you hate to see this. Oh, chasing a Reaper around.
Okay, there's
I'll
warp
save the trivia for next game, because this game has gotten weird enough that... Oh, no, the Stalker might have been able to get that Reaper. Oh, well. Okay, so this is kind of what my ladder matches look like when I play against the Terran. Where you just keep building shield batteries until your Void Ray comes out, and then oh no, he's only got one pylon! Okay, he's got another one building. It'll finish in time. You can get this tank down really quickly.
Yeah, that's good.
And all the shield batteries are gonna make sure that Void Ray gets there totally unscathed.
And now there's a second tank done now.
Yeah,
It was that pylon and this battery.
You know, so I have done builds like this quite a bit.
Really?
Recently. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. And in my experience, it makes sense often to make this a contained build. But JackO's playing as Maru, and you can tell that he's playing as Maru because he's now gone fleet beacon on one base. Adamantly refusing to make
really going with the print F style here. So this is definitely fun to watch. Getting more shield batteries. He doesn't have any cannons to help push back the Vikings. So now these Vikings are going to be able to kite the Void Ray, assuming good control. And if there's anyone we can assume good control for, it's probably Maru. I think with one Viking, Maru's going to figure out how to correctly use it here. He's going to start poking away at these. Of course, the shield batteries are going to be able to regenerate the shields. Actually, it does lose half the health on that. But, you know, you can see the energy. There's now... These two shield batteries are both basically out of energy, and they're getting shot by a siege tank. So this is not doing that well. He's got the sentry, which is kind of the contain idea, but if you just lose all your stuff to... all your shield batteries to siege tanks, that doesn't help you all that much.
Did the fleet beacon finish or did you cancel it? There's no way that's time to finish, right?
Yep, it's done.
Oh, no, there it is. Awesome. Alright, here come the Tempests, everyone. Oh, man.
Meanwhile, the Marines are pushing out. Siege tanks there, 2 Vikings.
Yeah, it looks like Maru's done it.
Yeah.
He needs to kill that pylon, and then he's there. Yep, there goes the pylon. JackO should be GGing any second now, but that was a fun game. I like that game a lot. That game reminded me why Protoss is a fun race. Yep. Oh, man, Maru's moving down. Oh, it's all over. Okay. So I'm surprised that JackO actually hasn't GG'd yet. I'm not sure why he hasn't. Maru's even bringing the CC down. There we go. GG. Maru takes game number 1 after JackO tries a super weird Stalker into Void Ray into Tempest cheese / all-in, and it fails.
So we're in game 2 now on Catalyst, which is known for being a pretty standard map in the current pool. So I'm curious to see if JackO is inspired by that to play standard, or if he just goes for another Void Ray all-in, which I think is probably more likely. I'm also curious if Maru's going to scout more this game than he did last game.
I think it's way more likely, and I also think it's way more fun. So personally, I'm rooting for a probe to run out into the middle of the map at some point.
Yep.
And proxy something, because I like it. Otherwise, we'll probably just see Maru manhandle JackO here.
Looks like he's going to Reaper wall with the gateway here.
Yep.
Yep.
Pretty lame. Send a probe! Okay, he is sending that probe out.
Where is this probe going? Unfortunately, we can't see where it's going, really. I think, can you see? Yeah. If you look at the right place, you might be able to see. But it's not shift queued, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, JackO really depriving us of a viewership experience by not shift queuing that probe for us.
We should put a rule in for the future tournaments that all units must be shift queued constantly.
Yeah. And if you don't do it, there's some kind of weird penalty.
Do you remember those Red Bull tournaments where the pros would play and there would just like be nukes randomly and such?
Yep.
Yeah, any unit that's like move commanded somewhere that isn't shift queued dies after 5 seconds.
Yeah, or you can't add that unit to a control group or something.
And then one Protoss player just accidentally right clicks their whole army and looks away for 10 seconds. Speaking of which, there's actually a Nexus coming out from JackO. I don't know how that's speaking of which, because that has nothing to do with losing his whole army. But there is a Nexus from JackO, so he's actually not proxying, despite Ezra's prediction to the contrary. So
I think it's important to say here that that was not my prediction. It was what I was hoping would happen.
I'm pretty sure you said it was going to happen.
This probe is going to hide something, I hope.
It could just be hiding itself. Please. Could just be embarrassed and not want to go home.
You know, Bam, I think that whenever you hide anything, what you're really doing is hiding yourself. And your true intentions. He's still microing it around. I hope that he's gonna... Okay, come on. Is he just checking on the natural? That's disappointing.
Looks like this Reaper has done some effort to see if there are any Stargates over here. And doesn't find any.
Reasonably enough.
Yeah. Could be over here, though. He didn't check over there. Oh, this SUV's in for a rough day of work. Nope.
Oh, nope, there goes this. Okay, so we'll see that there's reactored factory.
Yep.
Aliens probably shouldn't do that much because there will be stalkers.
This
back
probe
home
is
by the
gonna.
time.
Oh, this probe's gonna get recalled. That's fun.
Yeah,
So
that is fun.
isn't that? I think that's about this. Or I think it's strictly better, right? Because a chrono basically gets you one extra
Yep.
probe, but it costs you money.
Yep.
So the recall just saves you money.
Yep. Yeah, it is very, very slightly strictly better, but it's one of those things that once it's known that it's strictly better, there's no reason for pros to not just do it.
Exactly, yeah.
Time. So it looks like he's going to send one stalker out on the map to finally get some actual scouting information.
Oh, but this is not enough to defend the probes from this Reaper
which is
Hellion.
pretty bad timing because these two Hellions are going to run in here. That Immortal's not even close to finishing. Oh,
those
please react!
Hellions.
Oh no! Okay, he's bringing back another stalker. So he's cool. We get the workers killed.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so he's lost 6 workers to this, which is way more than you would want.
Oh, 8 workers.
8
He's
now.
gonna be
Oh, is he gonna lose
almost
9?
9.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, 2 Cyclones now. So, okay, the Immortal will be out, though, so he should be able to defend the Cyclones pretty comfortably. But he's now behind slightly in workers. Maru's still pumping out those workers, getting the eBay and starting the bio, but still actually making more Cyclones. I wonder if he's a little concerned or something. He wants to play safe and just wants to get those Cyclones out for the defensive power. Because he should know that if this game goes past, 8 minutes, he's not going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, yes. And now that you've said that, I sure hope that he does pass 8 minutes, but also I think it's very unlikely that he will. All of this is delayed. JackO's... Wow, JackO's a warp prism? Okay, I guess he's going to drop...
Is he going to do speedy
Immortal?
drops, maybe? That would be fun.
He only has the one... Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
We could see
I was about
disruptor drops. That's exactly what you do against Maru. You do disruptor drops. Because if there's one thing you can do to Maru, it's out control him and out multitask him.
It's I think it might be along the same lines as the last build, where it's just really, really fun. And also, disruptors can do some... Oh, he'll catch the stim. Oh, that's
if he
nice.
can
That's
get
actually a
that.
pretty big win for him.
Yeah, that'll
He'll
be really
definitely
good.
get it. There's no way the Cyclones will make it up. He's going to save everything. Oh my gosh, is he even going to get a Cyclone? Yes. Okay, oh,
Oh, me too.
Man.
Okay.
yeah. That went pretty well for him.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
he's going to start making the disruptors now, and there we go.
And
Gemini
there's
does
the
this
warp
on
prism
stream
speed.
all the time.
So I was actually
Yep.
right. I was being somewhat facetious there. But
Yeah.
it is absolutely disruptor drops. So
Yeah, this is...
the loss of the stim there is really going to push back Maru's ability to be aggressive. And so it's going to be a lot harder for him to do damage to JackO, because obviously Marines without stim are not very good at all. So I think there's a very good
Yep.
chance this will make it to the 8-minute mark now. Stim only just starting now, so that's quite a long way away. Meanwhile, we have disruptor drops, which are going to keep Maru on the back foot for a little while. So as long as JackO doesn't just accidentally lose the warp prism, he should be in a pretty decent spot. He is still down 4 workers, so he's not going to have a great time in the macro game. He does have the 3rd base, so maybe he can pull that back a little bit and also start to get these upgrades. But Maru's already got +1, almost done. So what do you think this disruptor is going to do?
Well, disruptor drops, part of the utility of disruptor drops is that you can basically just chip away at their army when they move across the map. Oh, is he gonna get... Oh my god, no way.
Okay, those don't
Okay,
actually
so
one-shot
that-
Cyclones.
Yeah, I know, but it's an annoying thing because now he actually kind of has to pay attention to those or
Yeah.
send some SCVs over and waste some resources. But part of the utility of disruptor drops, and by the way, he only made 1 disruptor, which is interesting, and he's going to Colossus Tech, which you do not see very often anymore. Part of the utility is that you can chip away at their army as their army walks across the map.
Yep.
But now that he has both killed Stim and doing a disruptor drop, he can kind of be as greedy. Oh, okay. So Maru did heal those, right?
Yep.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not gonna get anything there. He can be super greedy. He's getting Colossus range. He's getting Colossi, which you don't see all that often. Only got the 1 forge. There are finally some Marines walking across the map. I wonder. There's no way Maru can expect to do anything with these, right? He's just trying to catch the disruptor drop.
Yeah, I think so. He's just trying to push that back, but he's got to be a little bit careful. He is microing 1 Marine, all that Marine.
Yeah. Disruptor drops became a little bit... You used to be able to do a lot of economic damage with them before the disruptor changes, but now you get like 2 or 3 workers tops because they just explode on first touch. So they're kind of relegated to this kind of chipping away role, but it looks like he's actually not even going to risk it. He's just going to go back home. I think he has one Colossus finish.
Yep.
Yep. And, oh man, Stim is just finishing now. Conch Shells is just finishing now. He's kind of, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds away from +1 armor finishing.
Yep.
Maru is a huge army
These are
lead.
3 tanks. This is going to be really scary as they set up here. Only one Colossus, and Thermal Lance is still not done. If this Disruptor hit is good enough, then maybe, but it's so many units.
JackO really needed about 10 more seconds of time. It's not what he needed.
Oh, that Disruptor's
not what he needed at all, and the Disruptor falls immediately. And there's a huge bug in this base.
Oh, that was not awful.
Kind of freaking me out. No, but this position is going to get really tough. He's going to have to sacrifice his third base, which is not at all what you want as the product. If he had maybe 10 more seconds of time, he would have been able to get Thermal Lance, he would have had the second Colossus, and he would have had +1 armor, and this hold would have been a heck of a lot easier. But as it is, Maru can just keep oh god, I'm an idiot. What do you call it with tanks when you walk them forwards and then... Yeah, no, but there's another word for it, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. JackO is going to do one last engage here, but it's just going to get torn through. There's tanks in the back, there's bio pouring through. Basically, the entire army now is just the Colossi. The Disruptor is kind of keeping them at bay, which is nice. Oh, he's adding Immortals now? That's interesting. The thing about this is that now, even as Maru kind of holds this position, he's gaining a lead as we go on. You can start to get his third. JackO has probably mined out that natural by now. He also has a bunch of useless drones.
Yeah.
Bunch of useless probes there.
29 out of
Building
16.
a dark. Yep. Building a dark shrine back at home, which is never a good sign. He's got no map presence at all. Maru, by the way, has decided not to try to take a third at all. He's really just parading units across the map. I like that Warp Prism placement. That's pretty cute.
Okay, so those Zealots are going to come in here. This will also be good once the Dark Templar finish. We don't see turrets. Oh no, there's a turret here, and there's no turret in the main, it looks like. So JackO's trying to push across and maybe do something, but only 2 Colossi and 2 Immortals and a couple Zealots are not going to win a straight out fight. So if these Zealots can do some damage, you can see these were actually at first looking for a third base, but Maru has been sitting on only 2 bases. So it's got to be at least good news for JackO to know that Maru doesn't have a third base right now. And we do see that he's just committed to those 2 bases really hard here.
You would expect him to have taken the third by now. I'm not. I guess he thought that the game was over. I'm surprised that he didn't build a third and elected to just kind of keep parading units across the map, because he could have held that position for a long time and just choked out JackO eventually. But it probably won't matter at all because he's just got such a dominant army right now.
105 army supply to only 65. That's such a big difference. The upgrades are even until +2 finishes, which is a very long way away. So this push is going to be really scary coming to this third.
Yeah, so JackO, I think, pushed across the map earlier because he thought that there was a third, and so he thought that the situation was more dire than it was. Probably part of the reason he got a Dark Shrine as well, but also Maru, by the way, actually is lifting over to a third, so now the situation is actually dire because at the same time... Ooh, DP's doing some work, that's nice. At the same time, Maru's moving in here and forcing JackO to cancel his third, so all of a sudden Maru is up a base. He's losing some workers back at home, but he should be able to handle that pretty quickly. Probes going down. This is going to be the last gasp for JackO. He moves in. Vikings start to take down the Colossi, and the first one falls pretty quickly. The 2 Archons are left. The Colossus falls. Really, the entire army disappears. JackO's going to lose this game. Maru is going to take this series 2-0, and he's going to do kind of exactly whatever they expected him to do in the series. Move on. This is pretty brutal. JackO should be GGing. There you go. 2-0 Maru. I don't think anyone should be particularly surprised by that. I really wish
JackO's mom.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You mean JackO's mère? Just some more French for you right there.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to disrespect JackO's family there.
I guess, yeah, maybe JackO doesn't speak French.
Maybe they're immigrants from Germany.
Luxembourg, so he should.
In Luxembourg.
Yeah.
Or like Belgium or something.
Anyways, more importantly.
Probably Belgium.
More importantly, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and slap a like on it. If you liked the video, also please subscribe. If you didn't like the video, please also subscribe, and also maybe even hit the like button just to make us feel a little bit better. If there are any ways we can improve, give us a comment. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Go Maru.